Record on this computer. All right. Okay, so how you guys doing?
I'm in jail.
Oh no. And so am I. Did you say so am I?
You know what? You haven't been, but I don't know. I've only kind of been paying attention to it, take a deep breath and hit enter when you send things. And I was only commenting on some posts on my team page yesterday morning and got put in jail. So I'm supposed to be out in like 10 minutes. So I don't know if you are too, but I don't comment as you.
Okay.
I don't post as you. So I'm thinking you're okay.
Okay. All right.
It's really weird. I don't know.
It is. And that's your team page. So that's not even
my team page. I can't comment on anything anywhere now.
Really? And how many of you? Sherry, is that you too?
Yes,
Amy too?
No, so far I'm good.
You're good? Tina?
I have a party that's officially starting today, so I'm crossing my fingers.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Mine, they keep extending. I mean, I was in for like the first 24 hours, and then when I went on, it was like another day, then it was 2 days, and last I checked yesterday, I was still in jail until tonight at like 7 p.m. So I'm afraid to go do anything because I just know they're going to keep extending it. It's really stupid.
But yet you can go live on your pages, right?
Yeah, you can go live.
Okay. So let's talk about what we need to do.
I tried to go live. I went live on Friday and I had a disaster because I was going to make brownies. So I was going to use the batter mixer and dispenser, which I love. So I had it all set up. I put all my ingredients in before. So, it would just be a short little video. And then I turn it on live and I'm like something is wrong. Like it's not mixing. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I know I put the oil in. I know I put the water in. And so I was like, I press, stop and I delete it real quick. And then I turn around and I see my eggs are still sitting on my counter. That was the mess. It was so terrible. So I'm like, oh gosh, I really need to practice a little more before I go live, but whatever. It was what it was.
Oh gosh.
Well, yeah. But you know what? I guess that makes us human. Like when I said, oh, that was terrible. I can't tell you how many comments.
Right, exactly.
So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Yeah. So.
Yeah, right. There was a really nice post on director success from, I think it's one of Marie's directors. She just, I don't know if anybody else saw it, but she did a really great job just working through it with her team. And
yeah, should I go to it, Laura?
Yeah, I'm just pulling it up right now, see if I can find it. But it was Cassie Truelson. She did it. I'm scrolling on my phone here.
She's pretty new. So you're scrolling on your phone? Do you want me to go on the computer and screen?
I'm scrolling on my phone because I don't know where it is. Oh, here, yeah.
Okay.
She it was from 3 hours ago, but she said the whole Facebook issue had me pissy and even bitchy. She was frustrated, annoyed, blah, blah, blah. But then she remembered, I'm a problem solver. I can work with what I can control. Can I control Facebook? No. But she went live on our team page, sharing it, and the fact we need to worry about what we can control. It was just a really nice, challenge you to do the same, look for the silver lining. We're learning. I think she said she was going to go on and learn, what's that other, not Visly.
Squee.
She was going to go learn Squee, I think, at some point. So, there's nothing we can do about it. Pampered Chef's going to figure out something for us.
Right.
Not today, but eventually.
This morning I had a call with one of my consultants. I have one scheduled call a week. And I said, do you have anything scheduled? No, with all these Facebook, problems, and she's going on. And I said, Gail, if you spent as much time reading all the comments and doing all that, if you spent that much time trying to get parties, you would get some shows. It's like sometimes I don't like all the negativity and everything that's going around because it's really scaring everybody. Oh, I can't be on Facebook. I can't do this. anymore. And I'm like, ugh, go back to just the catalog show,
Well, and in reality, and that was going to be my suggestion, is in reality, we know we can still go live. So why don't we prep a meal and have it ready to go and do a 20-minute to a half an hour Facebook? I mean, that's basically doing a show on the Facebook page, and just don't make it 5 days. Make it 2 days of where you just warming them up, and then just do the live, and then have them contact you, go to this link to order, right? You think that would work, you guys, or no? You think
Yes, I do.
You do? You think that would work?
Yeah. Sherry, are your posts working through ScentShare or something? Yeah.
Well, I share a lot through my business page, and I'm not allowed right now to share from my business page. So I was manually posting some things, and then last night I moved a lot of my videos to YouTube and sharing from there, and everything's going through fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
But
makes
it's just that we can't comment, but you can private message people.
Yeah, well, and I actually set up a second profile of and I called it Sherry Feedback, and I used my daughter-in-law's cell phone number because she's not on social media, and so I comment and go in and and so I'm still, it's just managing two different, Facebook profiles, which is kind of a hassle, but it's working so far for me fine.
It's awesome. My son is being a brat. Say hi, Rich.
Hi.
Hi, Richie.
Look, your hair's pink.
Does it look funny?
All of you look very nice. You have wonderful homes.
Good boy. Good boy.
Train him well.
Train him to compliment. He's vaping in my screen. That's why it looked like he's going to play some reggae music next. He said,
barbecuing or what? I look like
no, just his lungs. Sorry about that. Oh, knucklehead. Yeah, Richie and the kids are in. Tony's over. It's been a fun weekend. Fun weekend. The house has been hopping. Needless to say, I'm outside. Now they were playing Monopoly and watching a movie, so lots of fun. Yeah, so I mean, rather than sign up for another service, is that something that you guys think we could do? Those, I mean, I don't do as much as you guys do on the virtual shows, but do you think that that's an option? Has anybody tried it?
Maybe a little longer.
Pardon me?
Has anybody tried what?
Has anybody tried going just, a half an hour and doing a show? Kind of like Squee, only live.
Right. I didn't get blocked till yesterday, and I had 2 running last week that ended. So I was able to post, so okay. I was good. I'm purposely there were a couple bookings. I'm not starting them this week. I'm waiting till Saturday, hoping that I'm out and can get in fine and it's over.
Okay.
But, we'll see. I kind of go every other week with them if I'm going to do them.
Okay. Amy Sue, what about you?
I don't have anything virtual going on right now, and I don't use groups. I always use events. So I don't know if that has anything at all to do with anything, but so far I'm fine.
Okay.
I use groups.
You use groups, Nance?
And
okay.
I'm posting manually, which is not, the most efficient use of time, but I also do my parties as mega parties. And, for me, my volume is not that great, so that might be why I'm not having issues, but I also like the mega party when I'm posting manually, because then I have one party to keep up with. And then I'm only posting, one time. I'm not doing the same posts on multiple parties at a time.
Okay, so does everybody know how to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes? Sherry, yes?
Essentially how you did the
mega party that I just did. Yeah. You just invite all your hosts instead of consultants. Okay. So you're not in Facebook jail then, Nance?
I am not.
Okay. Tina, how about you?
What's that?
Tina, are you in Facebook jail?
I am not. I haven't had anything virtually going on for the last few weeks. We were traveling.
Okay.
And I just haven't really been on, but I just started my first virtual party today, but I only have one. So I'm hoping for the best and trying to be cautious and just even general commenting, which is ironic because, you know, they tell you to make sure you're commenting on stuff so that you're visible, but then you get in trouble for commenting on stuff. So just trying to work around it, and I am just doing some research on Squee just so that if I need to jump ship, I can, and I'm a little more prepared.
Yeah.
But just,
Yeah.
and I would love to go live. I would prefer that, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere now, and our internet service isn't reliable, so I can't rely to be able to go live and not lose service. Because I had tried it before, and I lost service like 2 or 3 times within like a 40-minute window.
All right. Tina, so I don't know who your carrier is, but sometimes you can get a booster for your house.
Yeah, we have one carrier option. There isn't even another alternative, and there's no boost. It's terrible. All the neighbors also agree it's terrible, but it's our only option.
Okay. Okay.
So, Monopoly.
Yeah, right.
Monopoly.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay. I wonder, could you go live on a video and then do it that way? Play a video, or would that be the same thing?
I've been linking, like, I'll share YouTube videos from home office, videos that way, and I mean, I feel like that's an alternative for me, but that's not me, of course, but at least they're seeing the products in action.
Right. Right.
It's duplicatable for your team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, because the really great thing about the Squee is the fact that so many people are sharing everything that they're doing. So I think the learning curve is a lot smaller than ScentShare or Post My Party. And the fact that it's 45 minutes to an hour. It can be a half an hour and you're done, you know. Someone was just saying that they were doing half hour calls, and that was really hey Richie, shut that window, would you please? Yes, in the basket in the back bedroom. Sorry, I don't know where the dice are. We're playing with children. Anyway, so even they were saying half hour calls even for your team is better than the 45-minute or 1 hour. So they're just saying that people are better with shorter periods of time. So anyway, I don't know if the company will come out with something with Squee, kind of. I mean, how do you guys feel about the Squee party? I was sharing with Sherry about how you're still just sitting there posting for 45 minutes. You know, you can still be next to your husband or whatever, watching TV, and you're not, it's like you're commenting. Right?
I'm honestly not that familiar with it yet. I've only attended one Squee party with another company as a guest.
Okay.
So I'm not really that familiar with how it works. From what I've heard, it's like an hour or less. Is that correct?
That's correct. It cannot be more than an hour. And you are on the computer the whole time because you're actually chatting with people. You see who's on and off. Like if somebody jumps on and then jumps off to use the restroom or whatever, you see them go on and off. One thing I really like is the posts do not go out of order. And people can, if they miss something or come in late or have to leave early, they can go back and see what they missed. They can also tag products that you set. There's some way to set up products that you're featuring, and they can tag those products that they're interested in. And they do have to give an email And they get that list at the end, but then so do you with their email. So you can follow up with people really a lot easier on what they were interested in because they tagged the manual food processor and the slicer and the cookware. So it's, and I know Kristen Waringa, who's like one of the top people in the company right now. She's in the top 20 for sure. If not even higher. Well, in the top 5, let's put it that way. She's doing half of her business on Squee and half on Facebook as of when we were traveling. So I think that says a lot. And I know Linda McGuire has been doing a lot. She did a lot on Squee, and then she was following Stephen Joseph's stuff. And she had one of her biggest months ever last month in personal sales. I don't know how this Facebook jail stuff is going to impede. Are you seeing any decrease in your closing of your party? Somebody's got something on.
I think June is a weird month anyway, just in general. My numbers are lower, but then yesterday a bunch of sales came in. Like I was thinking Saturday with being the 15th, like it would jump, but it ended up jumping a little bit more last night. Not huge, but at least I'm like, okay, they are working.
Right.
So yeah, it'll be interesting. I haven't really said much about, I went on live to my team page saying that, if your Facebook blocked, and I did that whole group thing that came out early last week to show people how to do it.
Okay.
My team wasn't blocked yet.
Okay, good.
And
do you know if they're blocked now, Laura?
Nobody has said anything to me personally. So I kind of put that group chat out there. But honestly, I was on my cell phone when I got blocked, like I said. So I'm not commenting on my cell phone at all now. I think I'll leave it to just the computer. I wonder if that has anything to do with, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was fine on the computer all week, and then I went on my cell phone and did it.
Oh.
I don't know.
Anybody else get blocked from their cell phone?
I think Sherry's the only one blocked, and she walked away.
Okay. Yeah, and she just.
Yeah.
And so when they walk away, just like a Zoom call.
Right. Yeah. I think somebody must have been at our door or something.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Okay, so how is your attendance for conference? How are you guys feeling about that? Do you have the usuals coming? Do you have more new people coming? Tell me about that.
It's always just me.
Just you?
Just
Amy,
me.
You're one of the ones that are coming in that group with the starting next week.
Okay, great.
So I'm going to do this call every other week, and really anybody can jump on every week if you want to, but I really want to focus in on some basics and some challenges and building your guys' schedule, what we're saying at our shows, what we're saying to get bookings, what we're saying to get recruits. I'm going to get I'm going to ask some people to be speakers, and I'll always, probably put the link. I'll always send you guys the link, to rewatch it. But I'm just thinking on focusing on some very simple basics in today's day, in today's world, people that are succeeding in today's world. So, I'm excited about this, especially in the summer. I know a lot of people are on vacations and things like that. So, so I figure if we do this one the director chat every other week, and then we're calling next week Heart to Heart. Okay, and so we're wanting to connect people at the relationship level and go from there. So Barb and I are working on some stuff. So I think it'll be good. And anyone with smaller teams I'm inviting, because I just feel like we need to get your strength going with your numbers and get them working and, things like that. So who else has got people coming to conference?
Well, I had one that was coming, and then she just sent me a message yesterday saying that she had to back out. So I'm all sad.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sherry.
To have somebody, but I don't know. We'll work on it for next year, I guess, because
Yeah.
there's nobody in my group right now that wants to come.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I have 3.
You have 3. Good, Sharon. Good. Who's it, Becky?
Becky and Christy and Sandy.
Oh, good. Good, good, good. Nice. Got to be excited about that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Good, good.
I have 1.
And I'm sorry, who is 314?
That
Who did-
Nancy.
Yes. Who is this? 314-630-8374?
It's Jerry.
Jerry, okay. All right, hold on. Nancy, you have 1?
Yes.
Okay. This is Jerry. Hold on a second, I'm spelling that wrong. G. Okay.
I think we have like 8 in my org, but some of them are new. We're still trying to work on the new ones with the $99. A lot of them are local.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the virtual ones, it's funny, like they're in like central or southern Illinois, so a few hours away. And it's just weird, you know, I can't leave my daughter with anyone. She's 3 and my husband won't allow it. So like I'm finding some of the virtual people are more stuck in their homes. So,
Probably why that way of business is working.
yeah, and they're the ones working. Like I think they would get so much out of it, but yeah,
Yeah.
you know, do what you can do.
Well, and you know, even if you came all day on Friday, it would be worth it.
You
The
know,
$99, what you get from the company and all the promotions and freebies and extra.
are all the
points.
freebies going to be on Friday? You know,
Not sure, but if for some reason you can't attend, they won't send them.
nope,
Oh, really?
nope,
You have to
They
be
changed
there to get it.
yep.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Cancel, you don't get.
What's that?
If you cancel, you don't get anything. Like, you know, like if you cancel in July, you get nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, I know that if you don't come at all, but if you're there and you have to leave early, still no?
They're saying no.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, I don't know when the freebies are. I can't imagine that they would be on Saturday because they know people need to get out of there and for air flights and everything. So I
Right.
would think they're usually on Friday, aren't they, guys?
Think so.
'Cause-
However, usually we get something on the way out the door at the end.
That's what I thought.
yeah.
Like usually there's like a recruiting announcement kind of thing.
Yeah. Right.
But
Right.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, and as long as they realize this is their only time they're ever going to get it for $99, you know,
I keep pushing it.
that's
Yeah.
going to be the key. So, yeah.
Talking. Right?
Good.
I
Good.
wish,
That's all we
I wish we were close to selling out so there'd be an urgency. But I'm hoping that because all the excellence achievers could just register with their PC dollars on Saturday or Friday, that
Yeah.
maybe that bumped up numbers a ton and they'll start announcing.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully some news will come out of where we're at.
Mhm.
So what are some things that you guys would like to share about summer sales?
I think the biggest thing is just mindset. Don't get in the mindset
Yeah.
that people don't, have money, they're not around. There are enough people that do have money to spend and are around, and especially your virtuals. They just
Well, people are
don't get
gathering
that
more.
mindset.
Yeah, people are definitely gathering more in the summer.
Mhm.
So to me, don't forget about those catalog shows and, letting people work past catalogs at work, or let me come and do a luncheon show for you, and just bring a pasta salad ready to roll or some kind of salad, and then just talk about the products you used.
My personal experience with summer sales overall has been that people tend to be more stingy on practical buys, but for some reason they're in the vacation, summer gathering, camping mindset where they'll be more apt to buy stuff that pertains to the fun gatherings than they would, oh, I need, a chopper or a knife at home. I might want something for my grill or a cool and serve tray because I'm going to parties all the time.
Right. Or the entertaining mindset, yeah.
Correct, yeah.
Definitely. Good point, Tina.
I had a live party on Saturday morning, and it was a brunch. And I'm pulling out recipes thinking eggs-ish. And she's like, yeah, this group isn't going to want eggs. How about we do something different? And I always push, what products are you interested in? And she liked the quick cooker, but didn't think anybody would be interested. And kept going around and around. And I finally recommended fajitas in the rock crock. She bought 2, a guest bought 1, other people want them.
Wow.
This is like old school to me now. But we did fajitas and salsa, and then I did the angel food cake that you roll in the bar pan.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I love that one.
It was just so simple. Everybody loved it. It was almost $1,000, 2 bookings.
Wow.
And it's just simple.
Yeah.
You don't have, you have to learn how to cook in the rock crock, but not like the quick cooker.
Right.
There's not that learning curve. So
No.
they like the idea of the rock crock going on the grill.
Yeah.
So
for sure. I know they sell like crazy in Florida, Sherry. I hope you're always featuring the rock crock, especially because of power outages and stuff that they love the fact that they can cook, especially if their freezer goes out, if their power goes out, and they need to cook a bunch of things. They can make some things. And my sister, she went through her whole freezer. She had 2 rock cracks going on her grill and just gave food away because it was going to spoil. So good. Hey, Deb. Good. Okay. So what else would you guys like to hear or see on this call? Remember, it's going to be the first and third Mondays of the month. Okay. If there's a 5th Monday in the summer month, we're passing it by. So the first and third for the director chat, and then the heart-to-heart call is going to be the 2nd and 4th. Okay. So what are some things? Recruiting. Okay. Recruiting.
Well, I know for me, I'm really looking forward to next week's call because I kind of feel like I know what I'm doing with my business, but I do have a really tough time dealing with my team, and not necessarily dealing with them, but getting them motivated because they just don't seem to respond to if I schedule a Zoom meeting. I might get 2 or 3 RSVPs, and then the day of they back out. Or I'll schedule a bookings blitz, and I'll get 1 or 2 that will RSVP. I've got a group of 25 people. Why can I only get 1 or 2? And I'm willing to schedule weekly phone calls with them to help them. I'm really willing to give them whatever time they want or need or ask for. And there's nobody that steps up to be coached or to ask questions. I have one, maybe one girl, and so that's very frustrating to me. So I'm hoping that the next week's call will be good.
I'm gonna kind of put a series of things together that hopefully you can do to reach out to people, to have them fill out some sheets of what they want from their business, kind of almost do a bridge to the new year, but a little updated, just so that you can know who to work with. And even if it's just one, Sherry, there's one. You only need 1 to be an advanced director. You need 3 to be, 3 and 1 to be a senior director. So I know sometimes it's frustrating, but when I think about some of the people that are just doing phenomenal, it's because they have lots of people to work with. They're not worrying about the ones that don't want it. They're focusing on the ones that do. And so, and the nationals are all doing smaller groups too. to focus on, like my call after this one. I think we've had 5 or 6 director promotions since the retreat. So we're really happy about that, as nationals. Hoping for a few more. Maybe even this month, people would like to walk, and people are committed to going to conference, so that's it. But we'll be talking about some of that stuff. So, and anybody is welcome. I just, for those of you that your team is a little bit larger and you feel like you've got that good culture down, I'd rather have you working with them, during that time. So, so we heard from Nancy about recruiting. What else? What else would you like to hear about?
I guess it's more like what Sherry was talking about, is building team culture.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, team culture. Yeah, that's what it seems that it's doing really well. I mean, did you guys get to listen to that call from Stephen Joseph?
Mm-hmm.
Or were you on it? Okay. He really has expectations from his people. I really got that he found out what they wanted, and then he really worked to their words, and he expected them to do it. But guys do that, did you ever notice that? That's their personality. We make excuses for people, and they say, why aren't you doing it? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, isn't that the truth, you guys? Or
yeah.
I mean,
it's like men in a grocery store. Well, there's a list. Let's just go get the list.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, well, yeah, but maybe I need something down this aisle. I should go take a look.
Yeah. They just go by the list. They're very logical. And almost all men, I mean, I think of Don Funt, I think of Stephen, I think of John Johnson, I think of so many men in the past. They just take the bull by the horn and run with it, because they don't that's just how they're, well, okay, this is what I need to do. This is how many people I need to talk to. And they just do it, so we have to have some of that testosterone thinking, sorry. But that's kind of what I'm feeling like. I'm feeling like we need to really not be tough, but in any job, you would have an expectation of what the job is. And if they're part-time, great, but you expect when they work part-time to work part-time. If they're full-time, you want them to put in the full-time job, And unfortunately, people need to be coached on how to work on their own. Most people are used to having a boss and someone watching them. So when they're on their own and nobody's watching, they're doing all this other stuff while they're working. You guys remember how we used to multitask like crazy before Zoom, right? Doing the dishes and loading the laundry and listening, but we really weren't focused. Zoom has really helped us stay focused to the call and engage. So it's good. Well, any other ideas that you guys have? I'm going to try and, like I said, set up some speakers, just 10 minutes long, 10 to 15 minutes long for the future, and just get people that are doing it, and I know that we have access to a lot of these people at any time. So if that's not what you want, you let me know that too. Okay, you guys, if you just want to chat about what's going on in your businesses, that's fine. This call is for you. So,
and sometimes I think it's just even like the little tips, like something simple that you're doing that is really working well for you, because I know Stephen was talking about, which is one thing I do for the virtual shows, is I usually go in a day or two after they've all been added, and I send them a reminder. But I had been doing it from my computer, which is really a pain. It's really time consuming. And he was like, do it from your phone. It's really quick and fast from your phone. I'm like, Oh my gosh. I mean, I literally saved like 20 minutes of my day, you know,
Really?
by doing it that way. So just even little tidbits that you're doing something that's really working for you, even something as minute as that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for me, a big one that I learned last week or when I was doing the mega show is about changing the banner,
Yes.
the show banner, that everyone that's been invited gets that notification, no matter what. And so by changing the show banner, and I think it was Marie was talking about how she's going to change, she's changing the show banner every day to this is quick cooker day or you know, meals and minutes day, because you almost don't, like I told her, I said, I don't know if I'd want to list just one product, because if people have that product, they're going to tune out. So but you know, this is breakfast in a blur, you know, day, kind of things. And so she's focusing in on that. But I know the company had said about you doing less posts. Did you guys see that in Director Success? Did you read that? Or was it?
Sure.
Maybe it was the Stir. Or maybe it's coming out tomorrow. It might have been an executive call, but executive flash rather. But they're talking about how to maybe not do as many posts and maybe not do a succession of posts so fast. That may be, they're trying to figure out which algorithms Facebook is blocking, you know, because some people aren't, I mean, I'm on Facebook all the time between what Laura does for me and what I'm on there, and I'm not blocked, you know. So although it's not for parties, so maybe they're looking at, right?
It's very, to me, it's very strange because in the old days, I mean, like 2 years ago, when you were blocked, you were blocked. You couldn't get on Facebook. You couldn't have your account. So it seems very strange to me that they're letting us, our posts are going in. I mean, I'm still posting 3 minutes apart I mean, this morning I posted to 5 parties all at the same time. They all went. So it almost seems to me like it's some kind of a problem on Facebook's end, you know, that we're being stopped from commenting. And I also don't understand, like, why we can't get an answer as to what it is. Because even if when you're on your phone and you get blocked and it tells you, and it says, you know, enter here if you think something's wrong. So I typed up this nice little blurb and you hit enter and it says, oh, I can't process that right now. So I think it's some kind of, you know, virus or something going on with Facebook. I don't think that necessarily, I wouldn't even say I'm in Facebook jail. I'm kind of just like on probation.
Okay.
But
Gotcha.
There doesn't seem to be a lot of definite, this is what does it.
Right.
It seems so varied across. I have to wonder if Facebook just isn't doing some testing and just simply watching. How are people getting around it? What are they still doing? I don't know.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be a rhyme or reason to things.
I have a little theory.
Okay.
There was a high government official that complained that she was getting blasted on Facebook, and Facebook ought to do something about that kind of bullying. And so I think what they did was I think they just tried doing some a fix-it thing, and they just put it out there without realizing how many other things that fix-it was going to touch. And I think they're actually probably a little surprised by all of these other people getting into this modified jail. I don't know. I think they set out a protection mode, and they just didn't see how big of a scope it was going to touch. That's my thought.
Well, I have no idea. You know, that could be. I just know I put up that one post. Who was it? The gal from the East Coast, blonde, Leslie Caperton. I put up her post about how you can go through chats on and still communicate with your people, and Facebook took it off. Facebook took that down. So no one else took it down. It was Facebook that took it down. So that's almost like, wow, you're reading my little post. Are you kidding me? It's kind of scary, but
Executive director with Pampered Chef. Of course, they're reading your post, Nancy Joe.
oh, well, I don't know. I think you guys are a lot more active on there than I am.
I'm sorry, so you're
needless to
you're
say-
big in the company, but you're not as active as so many others. So.
Right. So I don't know,
like
but
all
I
the
thought that was
posts
interesting. I've never had a post taken down by Facebook before.
Right. I like all the posts that say Mr. Buffett should have lunch with Mr. Zuckerberg sometime.
Oh, there you go. I like that.
To them.
Yeah, and tell Mr. Zuckerberg to stop messing with my consultants. Yeah.
That's right. Stop messing with our livelihood, right?
Mhm.
Of course, we're not supposed to be selling on there anyway. So, but the business pages aren't doing well right now either. So, anyway, all right. Well, listen, thanks you guys for your time. Still work on those new consultants with conference, and we will see you in 2 weeks. And some of you will see weekly, but just really work on the culture and communicating with your team. Just reaching out. What do you want for the summer? And really try to build your business, even with just a live Facebook show. Talk about doing that with your people that you can. If you can, Tina, you can't. I know, but just to and look into some other opportunities, because I don't want it to stop your businesses. Those of you that are, almost 100% virtual, I don't want you to lose income and lose. I know some people are getting really frustrated, and this is something we have to walk through. We just have to walk through. We have a virtual world out there, and it is what it is. Okay, so we just have to walk through it. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you guys. Have a great week.
Okay,
Talk to you
bye-bye.
soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.